With the current lightning outbreak event going on inside Pokemon TCGP, I figured it'd be a fun time for us to run around with the lightning deck and crush some of the meta cards with it. So today we're going to be playing the Magneton deck, and some of the key cards in this deck are going to be Lieutenant Surge, Magneton, and Raichu with the Thunderbolt attack. Magneton, of course, is very valuable in a Raichu deck because of its Volt Charge passive ability that allows you once per turn to stack an extra energy onto the Pokemon, which is relatively essential when you play the Thunderbolt version of Raichu because when this attack is used, all energy attached to Raichu is discarded, which is exactly why we use 2 copies of Lieutenant Surge, who moves all benched energy onto your active Raichu. But of course, this combination isn't always going to be in your hand and on the board, which is why I said we rock Pikachu EX for a bit more consistency. We rock a lot of basic Pokemon in this deck, and between having 2 Pokeballs and 2 Professor's Research, by the time you get your Pikachu up and running, usually your bench is full. So if you don't get the early development of the evolutions you need, you can always lean on Pikachu's powerful 90 damage attack. So with that being said, our full deck list is going to consist of 2 Magnemite, 2 Pikachu basics, 2 Raichu, 2 Magneton, 1 Zapdos EX, 1 Pikachu EX, 2 X Speeds, 2 Pokeballs, 2 Professor's Research, 1 Giovanni, 2 Lieutenant Surge, and 1 Sabrina. This deck is not only fun to play, but very good against the current meta of the game, and I gotta say, in today's video, we're gonna absolutely crush a couple of Celebi decks. So I hope you all do enjoy. If you do, I'd really appreciate if you go ahead and hit that like button. If you are looking for a channel that posts daily TCGP content, you just found one, so feel free to hit that subscribe button if you do enjoy the content. Thank you all so much for watching, and let's get into the games. We're going first against a fire deck. This is gonna be interesting. Moltres EX is their lead. I was about to say, I feel like we definitely have an advantage against this Moltres here. And I don't see a world where we don't just start pecking away at its HP immediately. Magneton, no. We have Pikachu into our Raichu with a Lieutenant Surge already. So loading up energy on Zapdos and then eventually retreating with the X speed into a Lieutenant Surge Raichu hit could be insane. We actually have a lot of power here. Got Pikachu EX there as well, who I think we drop to protect our Raichu. And we might as well just drop Magnemite down too, so we get the evolution early if we need it. So we got the energy farms. This is the perfect start. And they have nothing on the bench right now. Maybe to protect from Sabrina. But either way, they still have to evolve. They might have terrible pulls. They might just try to fight us straight up with Moltres. Oh my god, this is the perfect start. Dude, we could win this game already. No, this is actually crazy. Watch this. The game's over. We'll X-Speed Zapdos onto the bench. Put this energy on Raichu. Volt Charge another energy onto Magneton. And then use Lieutenant Surge to bring both energies from the bench onto Raichu and Thunderbolt for the win. What? What a start to the game. We just got the perfect hand, perfect breakdown in our first game with this deck, pulling through with a win like that. I saw that we're going up against Grass Energy. We are going second, which benefits us. Starting off with Magnemite, we have a Professor's Research and Pokeball in the hand with Raichu already. Ideal scenario here, since we do have the X speed as well, is on our next top deck, we end up pulling a Magneton, Pokeball for Pikachu, and then we could have another scenario within a couple of turns. We just insta-kill with Thunderbolt. And up against a lead Snivy too. Pikachu EX is not a bad card to have top deck because we can also pivot, which is why we put this in our deck. There's another Raichu and a Zapdos, also not bad. And the Pikachu. So we have a lot of different options here. I think we have to lay down Pikachu so we can evolve to Raichu on the next turn. Also bring Pikachu EX out where we're gonna lay the energy And then we just keep Magnemite on the front line. See what happens next. If for whatever reason Snivy stays out there, we throw Zapdos on the bench, bring Pikachu out with the X speed, and then just one hit. Or if we pull Lieutenant Surge, again, evolve Raichu, still throw the second energy on Pikachu EX. And we'll have 140 damage lined up. Either way, this is a great start. Even with Servine out there, this is not going to be a concern at all. This should still be a GG. They just need a bench Pokemon down. Otherwise, this game is equally as fast as the last one. Which is wild. I haven't played Pikachu EX since like I first started playing Pocket, so this is my first time playing it since I'd say I learned a lot more about the game. And it looks like we're going to go up quickly 2-0 without our opponent having any opportunity to fight back. Wow. This is just unfair. But I think that's the problem with the Pikachu EX deck, is it's just kind of instantly started and ready to go. Hitting for 90, that's going to be the second game. Crazy. Before they got any bench Pokemon in both games. It's crazy. All right, we're acting second again here once again. Magnemite will lead off. Pikachu will go on our bench. We have 2 Pokeballs to immediately get Pikachu going. You know what? In that case, we're going to lead with Pikachu. Because we do have the 2 Pokeballs, and we're going to be first to act on energy. So we might as well do this. Lieutenant Surge in the hand as well. We're going up against another electric deck, Pikachu EX as well, but with a different approach. They have Electabuzz. We're going to immediately be able to kill their Electabuzz before they can fight back. Dude, is this deck always this unfair? Pikachu EX is actually wild. And that's not even our front runner of this deck. We have so much pivoting power with Raichu as well. And even Zapdos is solid. The normal problem is when you run decks that take a while to develop, having too many basics, I feel like. And you can't get your evolutions. But this deck, I feel like if I get any of my basics, I'm happy with it. So they are going to use a Sabrina, which was smart. We obviously don't have an X speed here. The debate here is, do I put Zapdos in? I feel like we do. It's not going to be too big of a sacrifice because Zapdos isn't going to have to get pulled out. I guess while Zapdos is in the active slot, it does. We could Sabrina back, force them into kind of the same position. Yeah, Zapdos will take too much damage to Pikachu, so I need to get it out of there. They really did kind of even the playing field with the Sabrina because I don't have an X speed. Thing is, we just frontline Pikachu again here. And they still need to find a way to get Electabuzz out of there. So if they have an X speed, they have an X speed. If they don't have an X speed, then they're in the same position as us, potentially with a less powerful Pikachu. We go for Zapdos into Raichu. I could, but it was just too risky to keep Zapdos in. If they frontlined Pikachu like this while Zapdos was in and then had a Giovanni, Zapdos was dead in one. As long as, you know, they had another Pokemon for the bench. So it looks like they had everything except for the bench Pokemon to one-hit Zapdos. They're going to hit us for 70 there for some reason. Oh. Okay, hold on. We could play this a bit differently if we had more energy. We've got Raichu, which is going to put us in a really good spot. We'll hit this Pika for 100. We might just trade Pikachus if they want to do that. Because I can't take down our Pikachu any other way than with Pikachu. I don't like the idea of not having any energy here, but our Magnemite will trade with the Giovanni if I do this. Let's see if they decide just to do a full reset and we play this game with no Pikachu EXs and both at 2 points. Not finding my X speeds has been a bit of a punishment here. So they decided to do the trade-off of Pikachus. So we'll just put in Zapdos. Because we got the Giovanni. We do end up pulling the Magneton. So if we get an X speed on the next turn, then we can use Raichu's Thunderbolt. That was a good top deck. It'll even out the energy advantage they're gonna have. So a guaranteed win here would be an X speed, and there's 2 in our deck. Still 9 cards to go though, so not the best odds of pulling it. I don't like playing the Zapdos game against them. So we need to find a way to get our Raichu active. Oh, we get the X speed. So I could have used Sabrina eventually to take down one of their bench Pokemon, but we get the X speed here, so that'll secure the win. Oh, we didn't even need the X speed, did we? Because we can also produce the other one. So yeah, we were good either way. It wasn't needed anyway, but it's even better that we have it. GG's. Dude. This might be a strong deck. Hold up. We didn't even need the XP. That's crazy. Yeah, I like this deck a lot. We have Raichu available again here, so same start as the last game. We front run Pikachu EX. We'll throw Pikachu on the bench here. We're going second, so it's not super necessary. But we have 2 Professor's Research against another Celebi deck. Yeah, I agree, Ryan. Realistically, how long do you think this game lives? I think a very long time. Pokemon's just such a popular IP, and especially with how popular this game has gotten so fast, it might be around for a long time. All right, we lay Magnemite just in case we top deck Magneton. Zapdos is there, ready to go. We won't lay it down yet. We'll wait till the next turn where we can get max damage. And we have Giovanni to one-hit Delmise to just immediately get at their bench. Raichu is putting in more work than Pikachu EX. That's why this deck is so powerful. Especially when you get the Magnetons going. There's their Celebi. If they end up putting Celebi on the front line here with just 2 energy, now that we have the Lieutenant Surge, they could be in a lot of trouble. I don't see a situation where I don't lay Zapdos down and Giovanni kill Delmise to put pressure on. So that's what we'll be doing. We'll be in a situation again where we're going to be looking for an X speed, I think. This time actually need it. Unless, of course, we do get the evolution. We have a lot of outs already, especially if they frontline Celebi. Like, we have a lot of outs. I'd imagine they put... Oh. I was going to say, I imagine they don't do that. I'm sure they have Superior here, though. So we have to survive. I guess that's first and foremost. Yeah, you can always cheese it. So we need them to get two heads at most. They go 3 for 4 here. They kill Pikachu. They kill us. They win the game. How many Pikachu EX in this deck? We have 1. Wait, Sabrina? Thank you. The thing is, I probably want to put Zapdos in. I'm not worried about the points. I don't want to put Magnum. Well, actually, they give me the free out here, right? Because we have the 3rd energy to trade. Yeah, they gave us the game. We don't even worry about the top deck anymore. Typical Celebi player, I guess. They could have killed an EX, got 2 points, and took all of our energy away, but instead they Sabrina to guarantee that they kill a Pokemon with 60 health. I don't know what to say. Obviously, they don't know what our hand is, though. They don't know that we're already holding the Raichu and Lieutenant Surge. Oh, we get to flex the full art Lieutenant Surge. Love that. I wonder if they actually know that this is happening. GG's. Yeah, this Raichu is kind of going crazy. Wow. There's another one. All right, we're going first into another electric deck, and we have just Magnemites to start. Pokeball in the hand at least. Zebstrike has been getting a lot of love in Pikachu decks from what I hear. Going first here kind of benefits us because we had a garbage hand. Zapdos is not who you really want in this matchup because it's against electric. So it's weakness. Luckily, we don't have to make any decisions now. We can just go ahead and end our turn, and we have 1 more pull. Yeah, right, Anonymous? For sure. So they're immediately attacking with Blitzel. They might have Zebstrika in the hand. We can work with Pikachu here since we do have Raichu. Ideally, we pull a Pikachu EX. There's only 1 in the deck, and I never really lean into it. I'm gonna lay this Magnemite down too, just in case we get... Just in case we get the Magneton. The question is just gonna be, where does this energy go? And I think we have to play with the energy on Pikachu. I don't know if we decide to Sabrina in this situation. They might have Zebstrika, they might not. Judging by the way they played it, I'd assume they do. So Sabrina could buy us another turn to pull another card. How much damage does Zebstrika hit for? It hits for 30? Okay. I was hoping it was 30. I just couldn't remember. Appreciate that heads up. So we have a little bit of time here. If we top tech Magneton, then we could take care of their Zebstrika in one hit. They decide to focus our lead. Oh. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. Thought for sure they'd go for the kill. They don't there. And they might choose not to go for the kill. It gives us another turn to charge up energy, though. Do we leave Zebstrika on the front line? Again, I'm in another scenario where I almost want a Sabrina instead of taking 30 damage to potentially one of our bench Pokemon. I don't see a world where that 30 damage is going to hurt us. Honestly, I'm going to do the Sabrina now. I'm hoping to face Eevee. I just don't want that Zebstrika, like, taken away at our HP. Because Zebstrika could choose not to attack our Magnemite. But I want the Magnemite dead. And if they waste another energy to kill it too, then that's even more power to us. Because we're just going to charge up Magneton there in the back and then throw this energy on Raichu, and we're going to have 2 back-to-back 140 hits. And clear our bench too for a potential Pikachu EX pull. Yeah, best scenario, our opponent would have just not attacked. That would have been best for them. They chose to do so, though. We need to make sure to use this Lieutenant Surge. Before we lay down our energy and after we create energy with Magneton. Well, that's just fortunate. That is just very fortunate. See where the Pokeball, what it pulls. Pikachu EX would be great. It's a base Pikachu, not a problem. So, like I said, we're gonna do Volt Charge right now, and then we're gonna Lieutenant Surge onto Raichu. And then we're going to use this energy from our deck to put on Zapdos to potentially get it going right away. That's going to get rid of their Jolteon. So even if this Raichu goes down now, we still have energy on Zapdos. Zapdos is in the back pocket ready to go. But also, if we end up pulling another Lieutenant Surge, we can immediately kill again with Raichu. We're going to be going down to Electrode. No worries. Wait. They didn't have a... Okay, they didn't have the energy there. I didn't even realize they put one on. Or did they not? I don't know. Still looking for a Pikachu EX. I don't mind putting Pikachu down. Just in case we get Raichu on the next turn. And again, continuing to power up Zapdos. Down to 7 cards now. A lot of them can improve us. Yeah, we're giving Zapdos energy because Zapdos is going to be our trade. We're only going to have to land 2 of our 4 heads our coin flips if they kill with Electrode here. So that's our best out at the moment. And again, we have a lot of cards that can improve us. There's the Lieutenant Surge, but doesn't really help us out now. We needed the Raichu on top of that. So our Zapdos is ready to go. Magneton also has the energy. If we draw Raichu on the next turn, then we guarantee a win. If we get 2 heads here, we guarantee a win. Let's do it. We just need 2. We need a 50-50 it. We got it. Perfect. Dude, this deck is cooking. This deck is cooking. What cards are you missing in your collection? The Crown Rare Charizard. What time is it? 12? In an hour, we can open up more packs. Ooh, I kind of want to pee. Are y'all cool with that if I go pee real quick? I'm going to do it. I don't care if you're cool with it or not. And look at that. We had time to spare, baby. We had time to spare. We're going first. Oh, we're playing up against another fighting deck. We do have Pikachu. See what the professor's research gets us. 2 Lieutenant Surge and a Raichu. Hold on, boys. I'm going to lay down the second Magnemite, too. Just in case our first one gets cooked here. Imagine if your opponent quits because of the stall. It comes back into a 0-turn win. My opponent sat there for a minute, waited for me to come back, and then we might 1-turn KO them. If they don't have a bench. Oh, no. Oh, no. That's crazy. What'd they hit us with? Can't do damage, I guess. We would have had to get the Magneton there for that to be like the guarantee. They don't have a bench. They're in a dangerous position, boys. Ah, they get Diglett. You know what? Cubone is a pretty decent stall card in this scenario, I suppose. We draw another Pikachu, doesn't change anything for us. Our strategy is still just going to be to lay energy on Raichu, charge up Thunderbolt, as we continue to look for a different basic or a Magneton. Ooh, we haven't played against a Gyarados deck with this yet. There's Dugtrio, going to put pressure on us. But again, we're not really attacking. We really need a Tails here. Oh, okay, so we can get rid of Dugtrio. Stalled enough for the Raichu 1-hit. They probably have Marowak EX, don't they? We're in a good situation here, though. Have to do that. Get rid of their stall card. Let's see if they have Marowak. Yeah, Raichu's going crazy again. The only problem is now we have no energy, though. Versus their 2 energy and a potential EX. No, you didn't miss the pack opening. We've got 50 minutes until clock reset. Would you say the meta decks are all I really see are grass and water spam at my level with Celebi and Gyarados? I mean, those are 2 very strong decks. That Aerodactyl doesn't affect us or change anything. Although we do need to get Raichu out of there. Oh. They have 1 point. We X-speed out, put in our base Pikachu, and if they throw in Raichu, we win. Or, my bad. If they throw in the Aerodactyl to kill our base Pikachu, then we win. Because we have Lieutenant Surge. A sacrificial Pikachu. So we'll lay that energy on Raichu. Volt Charge Magneton again. Thing is, if they decide not to attack with Cubone, or they eventually change to Marowak EX, then... Oh, okay, so they're going to go in here. Alright, that'll be game. I guess a Sabrina would stop it. Oh, okay. Yeah, Sabrina stops it here. Pikachu EX... What, takes... just 100 damage, so we're still fine. Yeah. And we don't even need the XP to get out of here. But we get it again. Yo, history repeats itself. We have the X speed, we're out for free. Raichu's charged up, one hits their Aerodactyl EX, game's over. This combo is gross. This combo is gross. Full art, Lieutenant Surge going out. Thunderbolt charged up. Aerodactyl, goodbye. We had options, man. We had options there. And we're going second again. We've been winning our coin flips. For me, going second is a win. Although this deck really can do well in both scenarios. This is a tough decision on who we want to frontline. I think we'll always want to frontline Pikachu in this type of a scenario. We're going up against the Celebi deck, and we are first to use energy. Unfortunately, maybe going first would have been nice if we had evolutions, but we don't. So we'll use the Pokeball and then Professor's Research. And again, the reason for that is because we're hunting evolutions with the Professor's Research, and I don't really care too much about our basic. I'd love to pull a Pikachu EX from our basic, with that being said. But if we don't, we'll have options. Oh, that's a good top deck. I feel like definitely needed against a superior build, and there's Pikachu EX as well, so this is a great start. Let's see if we can snag Raichu as well. No, but we have another Professor's Research, so we have another opportunity on the next turn where it actually matters. And with that X speed there now, we're looking pretty solid. We'll get that energy on Pikachu EX to hopefully take out the superior evolution tree before they're forced to put Celebi in, where we one-shot with Thunderbolt if we have it. It's your favorite deck? That's good to hear, Benji. Yeah, I feel like every game it feels like you have a start or a hand that you can work with, where not all decks tend to feel that way. It looks like they might be giving up Snivy immediately here. The thing is, we don't have another basic. We got two Magneton. So we'll have to drop that. Let's see what we get from the research. We want a basic or a Raichu. That is the perfect basic to get, and we have a Pokeball too. So let's see if we can pull Pikachu or Zapdos out. That's going to be Pikachu. Thin the deck as much as possible in the early game. They have 10 cards, we have 7. So we can also lay this down. Our Pikachu EX is going to be max effective and immediately kill Snivy. We'll just X speed out of there. And before we hit, we also need to use Volt Charge. Get that extra energy. I can't believe we're about to have 2 of those going. So once we pull that Raichu, it's actually going to be unstoppable. Our Raichu is essentially going to be a budget Mewtwo EX, where it's going to be hitting for 140 every single turn. Raichu is one hell of a surprise. It is. By the way, the Raichu plan, I always get ahead of myself when I explain it. It only comes to, you know, be an effect if we're going up against, or if we have Lieutenant Surge, but we don't currently have. So we'll take that hit from Celebi. Now we have Lieutenant Surge. So again, if we end up finding Raichu, this game's going to be over pretty quickly. Just in case we don't, though, I am going to go ahead and put this energy on this Magneton, so we'll have enough energy to attack and trade Celebi if our Pikachu EX gets knocked. And they conceded. They saw it coming. Wow. Wow, wow. This deck goes kind of crazy.